message. Young Nigerians, particularly from slums, public schools and low-cost private institutions, are brought together here for mentorship and trainings in critical thinking and problem-solving, communication and collaboration, tech skills, teamwork, and more.
Young people just need champions. People who will believe in their story long enough to make the required sacrifice. And that is why it warms our heart that Friends of Today have decided to come here. And we are asking you, please, be champions.
The house also serves as the home to some of the children that Tunde takes off the street during his chest and slum outreaches.
Look at this kid.
10-year-old Solomon Taiwo Abali is the chief operating officer of the house. But before he got here, he took up the responsibility of fending for his family.
Smartan House gave me a purpose. Just 2 years ago, I came into this Smartan House in August 2022, and at the moment where I received a call from Johnson Abali to come to Smartan House, I was in a car wash. I was out there on the street with a family of 5, my grandparents, my single mom, and my 2 female siblings. So I was only the guy capable enough to go and fend for the family. And I just finished exam. Even while I was in exam, I had to go to the street to find ways to make money, support the funds for my for NECO and other things. But I also have siblings who need to go to school. So I was just out there on the street. Whilst at the car wash, the future was very bleak. I didn't know what to expect. All I could dream of was to one day become a tech CEO, become a Steve Jobs for Africa and Nigeria, but I didn't know what path to take. And that is exactly what the Smartan House did to me. It created a path for me, cleared all the clouds that existed on the path, and I could see the future very clearly, expanding my vision of what's possible. And now I know what path to take to become that person. And I'm even dreaming of becoming a student at MIT, probably next year, so I could further my journey in achieving this vision.
Firstly, I want to give a shout out to all the females here in Smartan House. All the girls in STEM. I was speaking to Esther, who was talking to me about wanting to pursue a career in microbiology. She wants to go into dermatology. She's inspired by the Korean lifestyle and talking to me about the skincare. And I'm just like, wow. And the impact of tech in skincare. And I was just like, and this was just a 2-minute conversation while she took us to the toilet. So as you said, the talent in this room, in this house, cannot be underestimated. And I'm just so excited to be here.
At some point, even like me and my parents, they could not envision a world where their first child, their first son, would not have a degree. It was absurd to them. And so many other things. Even my career up until very recently, people wouldn't consider it to be a real career. My mom is always like, you don't know what you computer later row. You're just pressing computer from morning to end. You are playing. All of a sudden now it's a thing that everyone wants to do. So I guess when you are going through this small place path, or you have to do things that the world at large seems to reject, ignore them. Be as gritty as you guys must have been to get this done in such a short time. And I can't wait to hear more and more great things you guys do. My back is not as strong as our own, but there's a back there, and I'm willing to just be helpful as much as possible, especially for people who are very interested in digital skills. So anything ranging. So anything from like, software engineering and so on and so forth, to design, everything. I'm really obsessed. I'm really good at it.
To you guys, you see, success. There's a road to success, right? And when you get to that top, I'm telling you what I'm about to say. You see, these stories is what makes that success sweet. If you don't have these stories, Mama, you never success, man.
now be inviting. Woo! Now we have Victoria in the building!
Nigerian singer, rapper and songwriter Anthony Ebuka Victor, more known as Victoni, is one of the guests around.
Oh, yeah! Victory! Ah!
The youths take the stage to hype the musical star whom some of them have admired from afar.
We cannot complete his story without telling the story of Victoni. As he held the rosemary, wondering why life was filled with a lot of menace, he looks up to Holy Father for an anointing. And right there, he felt hypnotized because he couldn't believe his eyes. It was as if angelos were descending around him. And right there in his heart, it felt like Apollo was smiling. And everything will be like jaga jaga. Just it makes sense. He couldn't believe his eyes. It'd be like say he done the colo man. And as he began to feel joy running through his spine, he danced joyfully because just like that, he was an outlaw at Soweto. Then he prayed for all power to come in different sizes through many man. And finally he looks up to the heavens and says, my darling, I don't belly full.